What's up, YouTube? You know who it is. Eddie from 802 Diesel Crew. Today we bought a Glock at a gun show, so let's check it out. What we have here is a Glock 17. This was a ex-police gun. I bought a local gun show. So let's take a closer look. I'm going to show you for a couple of telltale signs of a good used weapon and a not so good used weapon. Now, first and foremost, when you're looking at buying a used LE weapon, you want to make sure that it comes with at least 3 mags. So this one came with 3 mags, the original lock, all the documentation that you need, and then the 2 rounds they fire through the gun to check accuracy. I won't show this, but this is what I paid for the gun. Paid $399 without tax. With tax, it came to $420 for everything you see here. So that's 3 mags. The weapon has night sights installed on it. The case, the lock, and what else? That was it. On a weapon, you want to always treat it as it's loaded. This one actually has a loaded magazine, but it isn't locked and loaded. So what we'll do is we'll point it in a safe direction, remove the source of ammunition, lock the slide to the rear. We'll do a push and pull 2 times, looking down the magazine well and then looking through the actual barrel to make sure there's no brass. We'll bench the weapon. We have a clean and clear weapon. Break this weapon down and take a closer look. I haven't cleaned this weapon yet because I just got it the other day. So we'll probably be doing a little bit of that too. But to break this weapon down, we're going to release the slide, pull the trigger because we know we have a clean, clear weapon, point it in a safe direction, pull the trigger. Now, the easiest way to do this I found is you decock the slide a little bit with one hand, and then you pull down on the 2 tabs and you ride it forward. With this hand, see what I did? I was covering up the spring so this spring wouldn't come out and fling and go wherever, you know, fall under your bed or collect dust bunnies or whatever else. The spring is easy to take out, just like that. And the barrel slides out and then in. So this would be what I would consider like a field strip. These are all the basic parts. You're not getting into pulling the trigger assembly out or anything like that. This is your basic clean strip. You're gonna have a nice little gun master kit that I can't open. We'll open it up. We'll take out some of the things we're gonna need. We need a brush. Okay, so now we got out all the tools that we need. We have just a random little pick, a soft bristle brush, some extra pads, some CLP cleaner, lubricant, and preservative, and a barrel brush. So first off, I like to soak everything prior to actually cleaning it, just so it can kind of soak in a little bit. Not a lot. Just, you know, just enough that it's gonna foam up in there and kind of sit so you can brush it around. I find like doing the barrel first for whatever reason. And I do, you know, pretty consistent paths back and forth. You don't want to stop in the middle. Okay, much better. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll attempt this so you guys can. I don't know the real name for it, but it's just a softer brush. We'll put that on there and we'll do the same thing. This will take off any of that loose carbon. So complete strokes back and forth. And now, if we look down that barrel, it looks pretty dang clean to me. Finish off by giving it a little bit more scrub down. And there's something There's just something about clean gun parts that really is nice. For the spring, same thing. Basically the same thing. You can see that in through here was a lot of brass. So we're just going to get in here and really brush. Get that stuff to... Oh, it's going to have to get into the inside of it to get it cleaned up, but I mean, look at the shine that it brings back to it. Looks like a whole different gun. So I'll clean up in here and then we'll get to the actual receiver part. Or I call it a receiver. It's probably not the right term for it. No, really for cleaning out here, we're doing the same thing, just like you're brushing your teeth. Knocking out any loose brass, carbon buildup, any possible dust or ground that's gotten in there. It's giving it basically a good brush. And what this is doing, just like the other parts, is it's really kind of lubricating everything and getting into that metal and preserving and treating it. If you want your platform to operate smoothly, just like anything else, you gotta take care of it. And same thing, you're gonna need like a variety of tools to get out into those hard to reach spots. But you buy one of those kits at Walmart, it's pretty cheap. I think it was under $30, and you get everything you need to pretty much clean the gun. Trying to keep a lot of the cleaner off from this part of the handle, but so it's not slick, but I'll clean. Now we're just doing the funnel. Now we're just doing the final wipe down. Kind of restoring everything, getting it looking nice and shiny again. See if we can get this puppy to look brand new. The bottom half of the gun, I'm pretty happy with that. Over time, the cleaning will get better because it will be on my PM schedule opposed to the police's. But to put this thing back together, it's pretty easy. We'll go through that in a minute. I almost forgot about the spring here. Just give that a good wipe down. Alright. An oiled weapon, but a greasy weapon is just going to collect all that dust, and it's going to make this thing look like a dust bomb. And that's not what we're going for. We're going for clean and making it look relatively new. So first up, you're going to put the barrel in. Then you're going to look at your spring. It's kind of obvious how your spring goes in here if you end up looking at the barrel. There's only one real way it can go in there. Now your spring's going to have a little bit of tension on it, like I said. So once you've got it seated in there, you're probably going to want to hold one hand on it. This has grooves on it, and the gun has grooves on it. They kind of interlock. Going to take your slide, the bottom of your receiver here. Going to rack it back. And now the trigger should operate. Double check to make sure the weapon is clean and clear. Looking down. into the magazine. Well, make sure there's no brass and no brass sticking through the barrel. Do that 2 times. Run the action forward, and action works. We'll finish up by giving the whole complete weapon a wipe down. So one more time, get off any real excess. Grease. Or beard hair. Now this is just the way that I clean my weapons. You can see how much better it already looks with one cleaning that I've done. It just really, spend a lot of money on them. They're meant for specific use, protection of others and yourself, and you want them to be able to operate correctly. So you know what it is, Eddie from 802 Diesel Crew. I hope you enjoyed this quick little display of my new Glock 19 that I picked up from a local gun show. I hope you enjoyed the cleaning of it, and I hope you share content on different things you're interested in. But as always, you know what it is, Eddie from 802 Diesel Crew, signing out. Have a good night, brothers.